holding, everybody. We're now joined with Raging Cajun head coach Mark Hudspeth. If you have a question for Coach Hud, please dial *1 on your phone at this time. Coach, while we're waiting for questions to get in the queue, would you mind starting us off with an opening statement?
Hey, excited to get the season underway this Saturday. Kids had a long camp. Our school didn't start until this week, so they have had a lot of time, obviously more time than normal, over here with us, so they're ready to play the game. We're excited about the home game, opening the season up. We should have a great crowd, a sellout crowd to start the season, and hopefully we can play well to get the season started. Came out of camp injury-free, which was a big emphasis, and so we did come out without anybody in a situation where they would miss the first game due to injury. So excited about that, and excited to get the season underway and schedule ahead.
Thank you, Coach. As a reminder to the members of the media, it is *1 to ask questions. Coach, while we're waiting for questions to get in the queue, would you mind to give us a little scouting report on Southern?
Well, Southern was SWAC champions last year, so they've got a good football team. They've got some veteran key players returning. They did lose some key positions also, losing their starting quarterback. Got a new quarterback we don't know much about, and we don't know if they're going to play one or two, so got prepared for a little bit there. And then defensively, we think they're very active up front. I think they play very hard. I think Coach there does a great job. I think they're well coached. And they've, like I say, got a good team returning, and they're going to bring a great crowd, so it should be an exciting day.
Obviously, I'm sure the guys are ready to see someone else besides their own uniforms, but, what was your biggest takeaway from coming out of camp?
Say that one more time.
What's your biggest takeaway from your team coming out of camp as you go into game prep mode?
Well, we've got a lot of veteran returners, and we've got a lot of guys that have started 39 straight college games, and part of the emphasis was making sure they got to the first game. We didn't scrimmage those guys. A lot of snaps, they went live in our first scrimmage, and then after that, we really put up the twos in our backups, trying to create some depth, but like I said earlier, key emphasis was getting some guys healthy, getting a lot of good fundamental work, getting our timing down, learning to play together as a team, getting well conditioned, but making sure we didn't risk any type of season-ending injury with too many plays from scrimmage. A lot of those guys will have to prove to me, what they can do at this point. I just want them to be able to be there at that first game.
Hey, Coach, our next questions come from New Orleans. Caller, please identify yourself and go ahead.
Yeah, this is Trey House with the New Orleans Times-Picayune. Coach, how are you today?
Hey, doing great. Thanks, Trey.
I'm wondering a little bit about recruiting in the New Orleans area. You're playing an in-state opponent this week with Southern, and you've got some pretty good players on your team from the New Orleans area. Since you've come to Lafayette, have you sort of made it a point to get into the New Orleans area and recruit there?
You better believe it. It's a huge emphasis for us. The New Orleans area is such really good high school players there, and they're well coached, well prepared for college when they get here. So we've got a lot of our key players from the New Orleans area. Had a good signing class this past year from there, and so excited about those guys, and it'll always be a big emphasis for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Coach. That's all the questions we have for you today. We do appreciate your time.
Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Thank you.